And we're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Big up to you for tuning in. It's the Football Power Hour. Just getting sorted out. We'll get the technical stuff out the way in a second. Just give me a moment to just get my thing sorted out. But yeah, I just want to welcome you. Let me do this with the light. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Power Hour. You're chilling with me, Botswana Papi. We are watching Nottingham Forest and Manchester United battle it out. It's the semi-final, baby. Second leg. I want to just say thank you so much for your patience. We are here. We're finally here, baby. That's what matters. By the way, we have to talk about this lineup real quick because the way Ten Hag never rotates, it's a little bit concerning but and comforting at the same time. Is that so weird? That's a weird combination to have. You're like, we're already sort of into the final, but we're not there yet. You know what I mean? Big up to you, Olga, for tuning in. Big up to you, Cabre. What does Cabre say? Cool. On n'arrive pas à voir les images. Oh non, je suis là, mon ami, je suis là. Attends, je vais partager quelque chose. Je vais partager. Attends. 2 minutes. Big up to you also, though, Cabre. It's your first time on the channel. So, I'm just fortunate that I can talk to you in French. Attends, 2 minutes. Bon. I'm just going to share this real quick. There we go. C'est pas les images, mais c'est quelque chose, quoi. Yeah, this is the play-by-play. That's what I'm sharing with you guys because, this is what I can do right now. We don't have the image rights. Bray. A big shout out to you for tuning in. And don't forget to like. Also, Coach, what does Coach say? Coach says the Brazilian Orbiton better come good tonight. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for a Brazilian Favela Fred. Favela Fred is about to he's about to do something. He's about to get into form. Let's support him. I'm just coming into this with that sort of perspective. I'm just saying Manchester United has to win. Please show me, Kush. What's your prediction? What's your prediction, real quick? Let's see. Jerome says Manchester United is gonna win. Netson says Man United is gonna win 3-1. Can I tell you something, Netson? I agree with you. I predicted 3-1 at the beginning because here's the thing. This is a semi-final, Nottingham Forest didn't get here by chance. We are into the game. We are, we are into the final, but we're not there yet. And if they score first, I do not want to see what's going to happen. So the main ambition right now, I think, is for us to get the goal first. We need to get that first goal, and then we have a 4-0 aggregate, and then we can bring in the kids. By the way, it's the Football Power Hour. 3-0, Kush says 3-0. Jerome, put in your prediction, please. And also, please hit the like button. It is free to do that. I thank you, everybody that's done that already. Wow. The numbers are numbering right now. Jerome says we are into the finals, buddy. Kush, let's not eat this game. The ball is round. Let's not count the eggs before they hatch, my friend. You know. but I'm with you. I feel it. I feel it. The trophy cabinet is going to get opened this time around. You know, Ten Hag just wants trophies, man. He just wants a trophy so bad, and I just love his mentality. You know. I don't know, but I have to ask you, Jerome. What do you think, Varane? I feel like Varane should have been rested. You know, he's the only person in that lineup where I look, I'm like, crossing my fingers that nothing happens in this game. He doesn't get a knock. Let's look at the lineup. Let's read the lineup real quick. Let's start with the Forest lineup. They got that boy Scarpa. Scarpa, you remember him? He forced a very important save from De Gea in the first leg. Suraj is one of the other strikers, and then they've got Lingard, Mangala, Frula, Williams, McKenna, Boli, Renan Lodi as well. Renan Lodi is the left fullback, and I actually cannot tell who's on the left midfield for Nottingham Forest. But they've got that boy Hennessy in goals. You know, with Hennessy, anything can happen, you know. So let's just hope he lets Antony score a goal. that's who I'm crossing my fingers because, like, Antony needs to get informed, you know. We need that left foot to start functioning. Let's talk about the Manchester United lineup real quick. We have the two center backs, Martinez and Varane. Wan-Bissaka and Shaw as the fullbacks. Fred, Casemiro, and Bruno. It's that Portuguese triangulation, you know. So, si falamos Português in the middle. And then we got Antony on the right and Wout Weghorst is our center forward and Ganacho on the left. I have to say, I really love the fact that Ganacho is taking a little, you know, he's having a full game, a full start at least, you know. The person that I was worried about was Rashford approaching that red zone. You have to look after that boy's hamstrings by all means. So I'm glad Ganacho is taking his place. And the person that is in goals is Tom Heaton. Now, can somebody tell me what Butland is doing here? Is he even in the subs? Let's see. Oh, no, he's not. It's David De Gea that's on the bench. But our substitute lineup looks crazy. The Manchester United bench looks stacked. My goodness. It's heavy hitters upon heavy hitters. We'll start with the lightweight hitter, Kobe Maino, and Tyrell Malacia, and Facundo Pellistri. And then everybody else, we got Harry Maguire, Lindelof, Jadon Sancho, Anthony Martial, David De Gea, and Marcus Rashford. 6 heavy guns on the bench. Wow. I think we have a good team, you know. If Ericsson could if his injury could just speed up, you know, that would even make things better. Because right now, I hate Andy Carroll. I don't know, Olga. I don't know how you feel about Andy Carroll, but if somebody sees Andy Carroll in Europe, just pull his hair and just run. Just go, ha! He's got a ponytail, right? Somebody got to make sure Andy Carroll just gets some justice because 3 tackles on our midfielders. Those ones, I hope the Angels... something. I hope I hope there's some justice right there because that was not fair, man. Ten Hag even said those tackles do not belong on a pitch. Exactly. Coach agrees with me. Andy Carroll is a hooligan. He's a hooligan for real. Big up to you, Jerome. Jerome says, I agree with you. We should have rested Varane. I am with you, my friend. Imagine Varane gets a knock. Meets another Andy Carroll, the Nottingham Forest Andy Carroll. Who's that? It might be that left midfield that's not named. Let me look on Google to see who's that guy. When I'm looking on the ESPN lineup, they just show his jersey. They don't show his name or nothing. Let me see. Who is this mysterious left winger from Nottingham Forest? He just looks like a ghost man. We call him Ghost Man right now. He is um oh, Dennis. His name is Dennis. Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis. Nigerian brother who plays for Nottingham Forest. Oga. Ah, our brother is doing big things, you know? Yeah. Great, 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 great. Good for him. Big up to Emmanuel Dennis. He's actually a center forward, but he's on the left. Interesting. Good to bench De Gea and let him rest, Jerome. I agree with you. You are spot on there, my friend. Also, like, what has Tom Heaton done? That was my question in the last game versus. I thought he'd start him in versus Reading, but you know what? Can't question Ten Hag. Any decision that Ten Hag makes looks like is the right decision. So nobody in our squad can cross the ball. I agree with you, my friend. Right now, I think that's the next step. Figuring out how to maximize our attacking, all our attacking qualities that we have. We have Weghorst, who is good in the air. We need, man. What's Nottingham Forest doing, applying all this pressure on us? you know, we have Weghorst, who we just barely feed. Every time Weghorst is just eating off of scraps. And we need to figure out how to cross the ball. We actually, honestly, the number of crosses Manchester United have been having lately, or rather the quality of the crosses has just been horrible. We never took advantage of them from even the time when we had Cavani. Do you know how good Cavani is in the air? He came to Manchester United, we starved him. We starved Ronaldo of crosses. Remember Ronaldo used to jump? He had that iconic jump where he was in the air just like maybe the season before that in Juve. And then he comes to us and then he never gets crosses or rarely gets crosses. So, we had Matic in there, and we even with long free kicks, we never just give the right service. you know, all our strikers in the past have fed off of scraps. I agree. So I agree with you. And the goal that Weghorst scored, the only goal he has so far for us is the one where he's just attacking a rebound. you know, the goalkeeper had to parry that ball, and now it's just a matter of Weghorst, or rather the other attacking players, actually, aiming the goalkeeper and knowing that there'll be somebody there to pounce off of any ball that's on target. So that's why I like it when Marcus is starting to shoot. You know, he just needs to make sure that knuckleball goes on target. and then Wergost and Bruno should run in. You know, come on, Bisaka. All right, Antony gets a shot on target, I guess. I really love Ganacho's positivity. He's just coming in with a with a really, really directness, you know. When is Antony gonna be? You know, when Robin used to cut onto the left. You know, when are we gonna start saying that about Antony? I know he's still young. We gotta give him some slack. We gotta give him time to develop. At least one season to settle in, then the second season to actually execute. You know, and really we can be harsh on him in the second season. I feel like right now the barometer Rashford is setting the standard a little bit too high for the wingers, you know, and we're just coming to Antony with that energy. But I'm just looking forward to the day when you know that something productive is coming up from that left foot, you know? That day, that's gonna be great if that because and Hag got him for that reason. We need that dynamic, that right forward or right winger that cuts in and is able to really challenge the goalkeeper. But right now, this finesse shot is not really finessing. It hasn't been finessing, you know. At least in this game so far, he's got a shot on target, and it was just too weak. But I'm waiting for the day when he really has honed that skill, you know, generates enough power with his left foot because I believe he can. I believe he can. You can tell though that in this game, his first thought was, whenever I have that moment, I have to make sure that I don't hit it hard. So he tried too hard with the finesse. Now the next shot is gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be a little bit too much power and hopefully the right aim. Because you gotta get the balance right, the power and the finesse. Um, you're too funny. Say he knuckled the ball to Rosie. Um, Ganacho, I love Ganacho too. Ganacho, Alejandro, our star boy. I just hope that boy stays on the right path and doesn't do anything funky, you know. And you know that the other thing is, I feel like he's entering at this very moment. He's entering a very important part in his developmental stage. You know, Pep once said this very interesting thing about Phil Foden once. When Phil Foden just broke in, he said, Phil is a great player. And Phil was like, you know, killing it with the form and he was on, but Pep was saying that, yeah, this is when the first moment when you get into the lights and it's all dazzling and it's really, really exciting and thrilling. It's great to look at a player, but to really start judging a player once that form dips, once the first wave of form starts to go down, from that moment onwards to when it starts going up again, that's really when you know the character of a player. Or I think like that's when you know the character of a winger. That's I think he was saying something like that. But I now if you take that and sort of make a little juxtaposition to Ganacho's uh, uh, outburst into the scene. He bailed us out versus Fulham right before the World Cup. He was just player of the month of November. I think he was player of the month for November. So you know that was I think when he was first sort of getting to first drink at the fountain, and now he's you can't say like the goals have dried up, but the performances are still sharp. But he hasn't had that string of like, okay, he scored in this goal, or he scored in this game, he scored in this game, even though he's coming in for a number of limited minutes, obviously. But I'm really curious to see how he evolves like for the rest of the season and also how next year goes. Damn, what is Antony doing stepping on people like that? He's to work on his discipline, this boy. Have you seen Sabitzer? Yo, Jerome, I've like every Manchester United fan, I did not think that I would be seeing. I'll be honest. I so far I've maybe seen 3 compilation videos, and he's a player that I had seen playing when I think we either played. Was that Leipzig? So I can't remember one of the Red Bull teams, wherever he was at. So I remember the name from that. I was just like, okay, that's a really cool name, first of all, and then he was like showing up in the midfield, but he wasn't really like he didn't really light fires for me. So I didn't scout the player. I didn't really look further into the player or just sort of track his journey or anything. But I like every Manchester United fan around the world, I've now seen and done a little bit more research on him, and I think he might give us more than we bargained for. I have this little weird feeling that if Ericsson and Fred had a baby, that baby would be Marcel Sabitzer. you know, so he's got a good set piece delivery. And I didn't see your comment, Kush, about the R1 button on his finesse shot not working. Yeah, too funny. The R1 is stuck, fam. That's Antony's R1 button. That's very funny. What's the annoying thing is when the direction is not work. Hell man, I've played FIFA where I can't go the northwest, like northwest angle on the direction on the stick is not working, and I'd play like one half like that with my friend and then would pause and then switch controllers, and then the other person would take the controller that works properly anyway. Hey, man. But yeah, playing with buttons that don't work and stuff, that's too funny. It limits you but also makes you creative in some ways too. FIFA can be a whole whirlwind. But anyway, back to Marcel Sabitzer. So I really think he's going to give us some things that we weren't expecting. I love how he's able to drive with the ball, carry the ball forward. He's got a very, very sweet right foot that actually he might just. I'll make the claim. I'll make the prediction right now that he's at least going to give us 3 long range goals in all competitions. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to give us some goals and assists. and and also the fact that he seems like he's more athletic and more physical than Ericsson, that actually means like we have improved an attribute of our midfield without necessarily losing a lot of the offensive attributes of that midfield, if you get what I mean. Because he can also hit a free kick. So theoretically, when you break it down, we are gaining something, you know, and it's all thanks to that nincompoop called Andy Carroll. I can't believe the fact that the board were just fine, Jerome. They were just fine sitting with what we have. If McTominay was also not injured, we would have been stuck with Kobe Maino as our only person to call up from the bench. Of course, we want the kid to get some minutes, but we don't want to give him minutes in frustrating situations as well. You gotta be very very careful with young talent and how you develop it. Way Forrest are just so resolute in that defense right now. If he can carry the ball, he will get a contract, says Kush. I agree with you. I hope he gets the contract because we'll see. We'll see. Versus Crystal Palace, that's when he's probably going to have his debut, and he might actually have a debut goal. I'm really expecting too many goals from him. He's just a midfielder. We know for sure. The other thing, oh man, I gotta tell you real quick, Jerome, about this. You might find it interesting. Let me see if I can find it real quickly. Um, if you compare Ericsson and Sabitzer, right? Stats in 2021, 2022 calendar, you'd see that Sabitzer's passes per game are actually slightly more than Ericsson's on average. So it's 65 for Sabitzer and 55 for Ericsson. But when you're looking at those passes, the number of final third passes, they both have 20. They both average 20. So it's kind of looking like in terms of passing, we're just actually, if anything, improving our how we're going to recycle the ball around, which is actually very exciting because also his passing accuracy, Sabitzer's passing accuracy is 84%, and while Ericsson is at 82%. So, you know, that is also probably because Ericsson has two chances created per game, while Sabitzer only has one. So probably Ericsson takes a few riskier decisions with his passing, but we're pretty much looking at a guy who's gonna let me just share this. We're looking at a guy that's gonna be keeping the ball for us, making sure that actually I don't know if I have the rights to share. It's a Sky Sports stats comparison chat that I'm looking at right now. So you know, we're looking at players with similar profiles that in essence actually Sabitzer also is a little bit more multifunctional than Ericsson. You can probably deploy Savitzer, as a 10 if you wanted to, but I think he's suited for number 8 and can be a 6 as well. So, yeah. All in all, we stumbled across a gem on paper. It's looking good, especially when the if Martial can stay fit. Wergost is there. We have Ten Hag pretty much has some tools to secure top 4. I think he has the enough tools to go secure that top 4 and get at least this Carabao Cup at the very minimum. Antony should do more for the sake of that 100 million, says Jerome. I know. It's not his fault. He's got the price tag though. But I know. It should be a motivator, if anything, because we all know what it can do to player confidence. We look at Jack Grealish. look at look at what I mean. Maguire also didn't choose the fact that he was 80, right? So Maguire is a different case. When is this goal gonna come? We need this goal so we can play the kids. Haven't the Man United media machine done the Savitzer welcome to United interview yet? I do not think so. I don't think so yet. Do not think so. But I'd expect him to. I mean, I missed the pre-match build-up. This would have been a perfect occasion to do Savitzer parade. Savitzer, it's at Old Trafford. Very relaxed game. We've got a 3-goal advantage. Welcome Sabitzer. He's done his medical. Why can we not do that? If I'd be surprised if they didn't do that. There's Marcus Rashford chilling on the bench. The camera keeps on panning to him, but that boy is on form, and yeah, he we need to wrap him in bubble wrap. We need to protect Marcus. The person that I really want to see is more than Anthony Martial is Jaden Sancho. We need that Jaden Sancho in there. You wanted to get who? Abubakar. Who is that? Who's oh, I know that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, the French dude. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Didn't he like go to some like what did he go to? Hussein Awa. I don't know how you pronounce that name. Maybe our friend who speaks French, Elion. Who is he? Cabre. Cabre, if you're here, brother, how you pronounce? How do you pronounce Hussein Awa? Comment tu dis? Comment on prononce son nom? Oh. Yeah, the Leon guy. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. He's a French player. Yeah, he's a really he's a nice talent. Very, 24 years old. But the thing about him, I think, like his other secondary position is on the left, We have a lot of players that have to play off the left. you know, but good CM, good. He can play attacking midfield as well. And he made his way up the ranks from the youth team in Lyon and went to the under 19s and Lyon B. And not right. Such a you can tell he's a deserving guy. He working his way up the ranks. So one that for me, I really wanted that Poro guy, Pedro Poro. That's the person that I really, really was hoping we could get. He could have been our Dimitri Payet. Exactly, bro. Oof. What did I say about Antony's next long shot? I give him one more try. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. That's a nice long range attempt. Come on, guys. We need a goal before halftime. We got about 5 minutes, 6 minutes to go. And this is not a convincing. All right, Ken. You're right. You're right. Ken is. We're already qualified. Don't panic. Yeah. I just want to see the kids, Ken. I want to see Jaden Sancho. You know, you're right, Ken. You're right. No panic. I haven't seen enough linking between Bruno and Werghorst. This is the game to build chemistry, though, Ken. I'm really wanting our front line to just gel and build a chemistry. If you're just joining in, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Football Power Hour. My name is Botswana Papi. Just go over to the YouTube side and just hit subscribe. Hit the like button. It's free to do that. It helps the channel grow. I appreciate you just hanging out and watching this game with me. It's the live chill along where we just basically chill and watch the game together. So I appreciate your presence right here. I see we got lots of people, like over 30 people on Facebook. You know, just come over to the YouTube side and also just be a part of the conversation on the live chat. What's up, buddy? You want to be a part of the conversation too? Yeah. Come sit. Come sit. Come sit. Say hello to Jerome and everybody. Look over there. Look. Say hello to Kush. Over there. Use it. Look with the other eye. With the eye that works. Go play. Yeah, go play. Oof. Oh, Nottingham Forest is this is worrying. Why are we not able to just annihilate this? Tom Heaton is coming, having to bail us out. This is not good. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Antony needs a diet of fufu mixed with stew, okra soup, fried plantain, and wake. Oh man, you're right. You know, I think it's the nutrition right there at Manchester United. There's something that's not right with it. You know, he's just like the fight is there, the desire seems to be there, but like he's just not physical enough. He's not imposing himself enough. You know. Oh. The chef is not chefing. Too funny. We need to investigate because I have a feeling that Antony is vegan. He's on that vegan diet. By the way, there's nothing wrong with being vegan if you're if you. Whoa! Really, Wergos should have scored that though. That 45-minute that chance. And says the the cost Starting must start warming up. That is Rashford. I don't smile. A goal, Ken Makondo, watching you from Lusaka, Zambia. Take it to the Hero Stadium. I know. Yo, big shout out to Lusaka. Zambia's in the house. Oh, man. Livingstone. Big shout out to Livingstone. Zambia is a beautiful place. If you ever get a chance to visit Southern Africa, make sure you pass by Zambia. You'll have some good food too, you know. And yeah, that's the people also make the place, and I feel like um, Ken can be a witness. Honestly, this half we have Tom Heaton to thank. Tom Heaton got some saves in there, you know. Makes me feel like we wouldn't miss De Gea that much. Because so far, Tom Heaton, I haven't seen any terrible. There hasn't been any like howlers, which is goes against my prediction because I predicted a one goal being a Tom Heaton mistake in the preview to this game. But you know what? We have to give the guy some flowers and say, Tom Heaton, salute. Man he's really showing that he's got good reactions, good presence in the box too. That shot that he blocked from I think the Johnson. Yeah, that was special. That was special. I don't know. What do you guys think about the game so far? I mean, a goal would have been nice. A goal would have been nice. But I also understand Nottingham Forest didn't get here by chance, guys. Nottingham Forest, even though mentally they know the game is done, we got to sit down and be like, what did the manager say in the build up to this game? What are they working on? They're really focusing on defending a lot better than they did before, and they're doing that really well. Every time we take the ball into the half, I do not see Manchester United having clear-cut chances. They're closing the spaces well. Bruno tried to dribble in the box and lost it. It's like even if he dribbles the one person, the ball goes to like another Nottingham Forest defender who's attacking the space, and it's been a good defensive exhibition from Forest. I just need what's his name? I need Fred to come into the game more. I don't see Fred. I haven't seen Fred at all. I don't know if you guys seen Fred. Now fullbacks are also just quiet. Just quiet. Let's see. We got Shaw. I even thought it was Malasia playing for a second. It's Luke Shaw. Which is good because Luke Shaw didn't play the last game, so he just you don't want him to like completely lose match rhythm, but you also want him to get the rest that he needs. So I bet he's somebody that Ten Hag will be looking to take out. Definitely Bruno and Casemiro gotta go off at some point, and Antony. Yeah. It's looking like maybe till the 60th minute. We'll see. We'll see what Ten Hag does. Let me see what Jerome says. That possession is stunning. Good possession, no goals. What's possession without goals? Nothing. Ask Jose Mourinho. He'll tell you about that. But it is closer to the Ten Hag principles of Ten Hag ball, right? He wants 70% plus possession. So at least that one step of it is done. We just need to put on the thing that actually matters, the statistic that matters, and which is this one. and it's also a little bit weird. The only shots that they've had are, are on target. So yeah, and we've had three corners and we can't convert from a corner. That's the absence of Ericsson. You see what happens? Andy Carroll, Andy Carroll, Andy Carroll. Right? I know, Kush. He's like, we need to put on the Avengers to save the entertainment value of this game because, yeah, these guys are not doing the job, man. By the way, if you're just joining in, it's the Football Power Hour. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. All you have to do is type at Football Power Hour. You'll see the channel right there and click on that subscribe button. Click on that notification bell. Oof. That boy Ganacho is a nuisance in the box, you know? Hey, Scholastic says, I joined you from Liberia in the house. Big up to Liberia, my friend. Yo, welcome to the family, Scholastic. You've got one of my, ooh, I nearly said whatever. It doesn't matter. One of my other names is in there in your names. So shout out to you. I basically have many names. Like the typical, African child who gets named by the uncle, the aunt, grandmama want to have a say. Every so I got so many names. So yeah, that's how that's how I have one of your names. So, but big up to you, man. Thank you for joining. Jerome says, I think Fred and Ganacho are super subs. Consider that good performance for last games. They're always subbed like Ganacho against City. You're right. You're right. Especially Morgan Nacho. Here's the thing with Fred. I feel like Fred is a rhythm player. We're gonna see the best of Fred after 2 games. I think after Crystal Palace, he's gonna be all right. During Crystal Palace, he's gonna be all right. Maybe Sabitzer will come in, and then when we play Leeds, Fred, you'll see Favela Fred. You'll see Pasta Fred. You'll see a goal. You might see a brace from. You know what I mean? He's that kind of player that needs a little bit of a rhythm and he can actually be good. My goodness, the goals that Newcastle from the Newcastle Southampton game in the Carabao Cup, the amazing, amazing. But yeah, anyway, so that's my feelings about Fred. But Ganacho, I agree with you with that wholeheartedly. That the fact that he seems to do well when he comes in. In the second half, you need the other defense a little bit tired. You know, but he's still young. He's still young, Jerome. Remember what we when we're talking about the form of the arc that the young players usually kind of have to go through. It's like they burst like Marcus Rashford. You remember when Marcus Rashford came in, scored against Arsenal, scored against Liverpool, and then he went on a little bit of good form, and then it dipped, and then but he still figured out a way. He revived it a little bit, and it's that little second wave that you really get to learn a lot about the player. And Ganacho will definitely see him in the Argentina squad in the next World Cup. That's for sure. Imagine if we had that other right winger, that guy who can hit with both feet. Oh, it would have been an amazing wealth of talent. Would have been like, who's Chelsea? They can buy whoever they want. you know? Yo. So, But all in all, I feel like we had an okay transfer window. We ended up with a very good um, signing, and I think we have also. Let's take a quick little browse to see. Hold on, I think we got who Butland, Werghorst, and Sabitzer. I think it's just three, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, it's just three for Man U. But other notable what new players I will be seeing in the Premier League. My goodness. We know Chelsea has a list of 8 players. Let's quickly talk about that. We got Fofana. I don't know how the hell they got Datro Fofana, but I'm jealous about that. Benoit Badiashile, Andro Santos, obviously. Joao Felix on loan. We know about that. Mudrik, Madueke. Oh, Noni Madueke, man. That talent from PSV. They got Malo Gusto from Leon and Enzo Fernandez. My God. Um, that is going to be a problem in the future. Maybe not right now, but next season, if Chelsea can just use the rest of the season as a preseason and figure out and not get too caught up with the Champions League, then they'll look good. Let's Nottingham Forest has which Danilo is this? From Palmeiras. They have also Chris Wood, very good loan signing for Nottingham Forest. They've also got Scarpa, Gustavo Scarpa from Palmeiras. They've got that last name is kind of weird because there's a Scarpa in this game, right? In the Forest. Anyways, they've got Jonjo Shelby from Newcastle and Felipe and Kayla Navas. Forest is another Chelsea that's underground. The underground, all-star team. Brentford, who cares about Brentford? They beat us though. But yeah, who cares about them? They don't have anybody that looks scary or that I might have heard of. Wolves have had a really nice incoming list. Mateus Cunha, Atletico Madrid loan. Lemina from Nice. Pablo Sarabia from PSG, very good acquisition. Craig Dawson, who's the recruitment person at Wolves? Dan Bentley, I don't know Dan Bentley. Joao Gomez, Joao Gomez from Flamengo, I don't know Joao Gomez. Sounds like those names though. I'm scared of Gomez. Anytime you hear Gomez, gotta know there's a footballer in there. Southampton, nothing scary. It's all right. They got Brighton. All right. Leeds. How did Weston McKennie? That's how did Weston McKennie? We missed out on Weston McKennie. I'm mad about that. Yeah, I don't know the other guys. I think that maybe the guy from Hoffenheim. No. I was thinking of somebody else. Let's see. Leicester. No one of note. Newcastle, though, has got Amadou Diallo. Oh, not Ahmad Diallo. Amadou Diallo. Um, Harrison Ashby. I think I've heard of that name before. Arsenal, obviously, they've got that's the best signing ever. Trossard. Trossard and Jorginho, they definitely and the center back dude, Keyboard. That's good recruitment by Arsenal. Fulham, Shane Duffy. I don't know Shane Duffy from Brighton. Spurs obviously they stole Pedro Porro. I'm that's a robbery right there. Pedro Porro. Let's see. Hold on. Let me read the message real quick from my man Jerome. Say sorry to Cody Gakpo for not choosing Theater of Dreams. Man, we're fine without Gakpo. Or he's not lighting up the fires, is it? Yo, Scholastic says, "Sir, I actually want to join you so we can watch the game together." Scholastic, I'll post the link in a few minutes. Let me get my headphones. And I'll post the link so you can call in, and anybody too that wants to call in, also have a little chat. You're welcome to. It's a safe space. It's a chill space. Jerome says, "Is Axel Tanzabi in Brentford?" Yo, you are right. I said Brentford. It was the bitterness because they beat us. That's why I skipped off. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're kicking off. Jerome, I'll grab my headphones right at the end of the game. We're gonna do a match reaction, match review. Please join in for that. Let's do that because like I want to make sure that I don't miss out on the action. You know how we gonna review a game I miss out on. Jason says, "Hey man, nice to be here. Nice to have your presence here, man. Jason, pleasure. We got over 20 people tuned in right now. Thank you for joining in. It's the live chill along. You know, please feel free to come in and have a little say if you want to talk at the end of the game. We're gonna do a little. Just make sure you. The way to access the link is off of YouTube though. So just go to YouTube, type @Football Power Hour, hit subscribe. You'll see the live chat right there, and I'll post the link. My apologies, Jerome, for seeing your. I mean, Musa, for seeing your comment too late. I'll make sure we do the thing real quick at the end of the game. So let's go. Let's get this goal. We want to see Jadon Sancho. We want to see Antony Martial. You know, we need the boys to get the rhythm. Because games like Leeds, we have to make sure that we're winning, you know? We have to make sure the team is fluid. If you're just joining us, by the way, it's the Football Power Hour. That's the name of the show. Right now, it's one of those episodes where we do a live chill along and just chill live and talk about life and football. So please feel free to join and be a part of the community. As I said, just go to YouTube, type Football Power Hour. You will see the channel. Hit subscribe. It's that easy. And more importantly, hit the like button. It's free to do that. Get your digital act of kindness out the way. You know, some of y'all need to balance your sins. Say some of us. Fred lacks physicality. You know, why is he getting pushed around? Jerome says we need early subs, not like Ranick who used to bring subs at 80th minute. Yo, Jerome, don't remind me of those Ranick days. You be like, Rolf, why is Donny warming up when it's 86 minutes? Why? You know, man. But Ralph was a good coach, though. Like you know, he obviously deserves to be upstairs and not really on the dugout, but he brought something that was different. We have to thank him for the high press and saying, "All right, screw this, we're gonna try Gegenpress." Press. Even though he had to adapt, he first came in with like, no, 4-2-2. We're going to play on it, and he learned quickly. He was like, ah. With McTominay and Fred in the midfield, you can't do that. And but you have to give him the credit though and say, yo, thank you, Ralph, for trying to bring that. Like he's the closest person to bringing that high pressing football, high octane, high energy football to Man United. And he had, at the beginning, he had really some kind words to say about Ten Hag that, he's just like, yeah, he's great appointment and everything. I was just a little sad that Ten Hag, like they didn't, agree to be in the building together. I think Ten Hag maybe just wanted to just be, um, I don't know. Maybe he thought Ralph's voice might be too big. I don't know. Whatever the conversation was between the two of them, we can only speculate, right? But I feel like they actually had the same vision, and Ralph would have really worked well with Ten Hag. But hopefully the new owners, Jerome, hopefully the new owners can come in, put together these little loose ends and clean out that board that our director of football and CEO, like they need to be let loose. People who renew Phil Jones contract. Anyway, let's not get into how badly our club is run right now and focus on this game, right? Jerome, right? I blame you for that tangent of going of going into because of Ralph Rangnick. That's how we got here. Come on. Nice work. Nice chemistry. Ganacho and Shaw. I really like what's happening. I really like the understanding that's developing. We have to remember that Luke Shaw and Rashford have played together on that left hand side for a long time. So that understanding is really, really, really way too developed. So when we judge Ganacho's performances, we have to remember that. Jerome, I think maybe in like 10 minutes we should see some new blood, some new energy. Want to see Antony Martial, man. Nottingham Forest can score 4 goals in 30 minutes, Like Ralph, let the kids play now. Let them loose. Not Ralph, Eric. I blame you, Jerome. Ten Hag is great. He stands and pressure the boys, not like Ole Gunnar, who used to watch the ball sitting down on a small television and the iPad. You remember the iPad? It was like only one. Him and freaking Darren Fletcher. He's sitting right there on the iPad. You're like, what's on the iPad? Watch the game, man. I know. Gone are the days, man. Gone are the Hey, this Johnson kid is a nuisance, huh? Making Casemiro look like a small boy. Wood Weghorst is a little disappointing there, you know? He's looking for a foul. Antony, man. Gotta cut into the channel. Gotta do a better run, you know? You- okay. Uh, Weghorst was looking for a penalty where it's not a penalty. Let me see what Jerome says. It's like that machine player of the month should be changing now. That machine player of the month. What are you talking about, Jerome? Are you talking about Casemiro should be going to the bench now? Should be getting some rest? Is that what you mean? Casemiro is player of the month for me. I don't know about you. I mean, the nominees would be what? Rashford, Luke Shaw, Casemiro. Whew, Rashford is the player of the month. I'm sorry. I have to take that back. Rashford is player of the month. Who else has been lighting up fires? I think those three are the three nominees. I don't know. Who's your player of the month while you're explaining your comment, Jerome? And anybody else that's tuned in, all the other 22 people that are just watching. I'm curious who your player of the month in Manchester United has been so far. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. Marcus Rashford should be changing. We need him. I get what you're saying now. Yes, 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 yes. I couldn't agree with you more, my friend. We need we need Rashford to light this game up because you know, as what's his name said, Kush, he was like, we need to put on the Avengers to increase the entertainment value of this game. I know we're already in there, we're already in the final, but we need to be able to kill a game off. James says United, I think, will find a way. You're right. I love the energy that I'm getting from everyone. Who was the other person? Ken? I love how positive we are, guys. Thank you. Thank you for that positivity. Op- Optimism. We have to remember we're not losing this game. We're actually 3 goals up. No, Varane is there's some really assured defending right there. He's been a really, really solid player. Kush, do not ask me about Bruno's performance because Bruno has not been performing. His performance has been a non-performance. Bruno, so far, you know what the funny thing though, Kush? He'll be quiet like this. Wait till 75th minute. Oh, wait till the 75th minute. You need to tell this to KG. Man, I will. This performance has been it's one of those that I'm just like, what is this guy doing? He knows he doesn't have competition. It's complacency a little bit. He knows that his position in the team is assured, and part of it is that. So he spaces out his excellent. You know what I mean. His moments of 100%. So he can have like a really horrible. Let's see how Martial does it. Let's see how Sancho does it, and let's see how Marcus Rashford do it, ladies and gentlemen. Ho ho! Yes, Jerome, your prayers have been answered, my friend. Oh, Sancho coming in with a smile. The carpet has been laid, rolled out for Sancho. The Avengers are here. Imagine if everything just clicks from now on, moving forward. This is actually now this is Eric's Avengers. Are the Avengers gonna avenge? We shall see. Jerome says Cody Gakpo would be winning with us this trophy. Sorry for Jerome. Still mad about Cody. Man, I told you, Jerome, how I feel about him. We've got too many people that the line for the left wingers is long at Manchester United. But I agree with you. He actually would have been a player that maybe would actually be making us take a lot had he come. You know, I'm sure Ten Hag, the guy is so young. Ten Hag can mold him and teach him different things. So yeah. But you know what? Players that we don't sign, players that don't come to us, that loss. That's how I look at it. Captain Manchester, Copperman, and the Incredible Horse. Yo, hey, you're too funny, brother. Too funny. His name is Kush, ladies and gentlemen. You have to join him on the YouTube on the YouTube chat. Captain Manchester Copperman and the Incredible Sulk. You know, okay, so Renan Lodi, he's like that player that like Sabitzer. To go back to what we talked about in the first half with you, Jerome, he's somebody that I know. Renan Lodi, he haunts us every time. Whenever he was at Atletico Madrid, he just not be starting, come in as a sub, do something good, and then he's just like, who the hell is this kid? Or sometimes even if he starts, he'll just score a goal or get an assist. You know, the all important assist that Atletico Madrid need. So it's a bit of a shame that he couldn't really cement his spot at Atletico Madrid. But, you know, we all know that what's his name? Oh, Cholo, Diego Simeone. He's a he's a nut job. So we need somebody who can cross a proper corner. Right now, with Ericsson gone, we're back to square one with crosses. Do you guys realize that this season we had become a little bit more threatening with corners? It'll be interesting to see if we're going to go back to how it's been for the last couple of seasons. Martial nearly did the thing. That was a really good feint, though. Hennessy. I mean, the shot wasn't that good. And it's Casemiro, you know. Yeah, Marcus, like Wilfred Body just came to him and said, "Hey," and then he falls. Oh, but look at that! Oh yeah, that Martinez ball was fire. That ball by Martinez was fire. Overrun and Martinez are teaching our top scorer, defender, captain how not to be top scorer on your own goal. Economic Maguire. Man, Jerome, how do you feel? How do you feel that Ten Hag said no? Let's not let Maguire go. You know, there was definitely a little, inquiry about Maguire. I think I can't remember which club, but somebody inquired, and Ten Hag was like, "No." Economic Maguire. He scores an own goal. If the other team is struggling, he's like, "Let me help them." It's funny. Maguire has not been able to do Maguire things ever since Casemiro came. Even when Maguire and Casemiro are playing, Casemiro cleans up for Maguire's mistakes. So I'm just very, very, very happy that Casemiro is there to do the dirty work. He's the best bench captain in football history. He's a 5 minute captain. Hey man, but we have to, as much as like we can bash him or whatever, I mean make fun of him or whatever, but I think like we have to also give him the flowers and say he gets in with a smile when he's given his 5 minutes. You know, he doesn't. Bruno's always like here with the armband for 2 minutes, and he takes it with pride. And after what we've been through, we have to appreciate things like that. After what we've been through as a club, we have to acknowledge that, all right, that guy is fighting, he's playing for the team. He 85th minute captain. That's it. That's him. That's Maguire for you. By the way, if you're just joining in, it's the live chill along of the second leg semi-final tie between Manchester United and Nottingham Forest. Manchester United is sitting on a cool 3-0 lead, so the game is really a snooze fest. And you know, we're almost there though. We're almost at the final. And that's really what matters the most. That's Eric Ten Hag is about to register. Final in his turn. First season. That's good. I don't care who says what. Is that? Yeah. I don't know if that might shall go. No, 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 no. That was overturned. Um, Jerome says I had accepted the loss of 80 million, but when that news came that he is too, I really felt tired. Yo, yeah, man. You know, we just have to wait till the end of the season with Maguire. And if it wasn't for Southgate, though, would be looking at Maguire's career differently. Like right now, saying it's finished completely. So it's not completely done, but it's probably done at Manchester United. So there's a player in there for a different kind of system, and he might just go on and thrive at Newcastle or Crystal Palace or something. It's up to him what he wants for his future. But yeah. Well, I saw. What did I say? Pasta Favela Fred himself. Yo, who would have thought? Where's Oli Ganacho right now? Wow. Oh, really love it. Incredible. Yeah, no, the Avengers are avenging, Kush. I think Ten Hag's Avengers are avenging. We can now confidently say we are going to Wembley. 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 We're going to Wembley. Kush says, I hope we give Crystal Palace a beating with the leather belt. I want time. You want the Kush. I hope it's one of those, you ever had you're in trouble and you're told, go fetch yourself a stick. Go out there and get a stick, and you come back with a twig. They say, I'm saying a real stick. That's what I hope we do to Crystal Palace, because you remember we drew with them, and it was a Bruno goal that rescue. You know what I mean? And we were robbed that game. We're on a very good momentum, and Patrick Vieira just came and just made it a draw. But I want us to just say, go get your, go to the bush and get a stick. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I hope we do. Oh man. Let me read Scholastic's comment. He says, I love the menu midfield. Fred, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes. Nice midfield. I trust Menu. They will win this game. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. So this game is in the bag for sure. Oh, you mean this cup? I think you want to say this cup, because Newcastle, another team that we drew against, and they're a different proposition. They're a different set of problems altogether. But if we can get, I agree with you on the point that Fred, Casemiro, Fernandes midfield is actually not bad. It's not bad. It's just right now the chemistry with Fred. We need to make sure that he gets into that rhythm. Once the boy catches the rhythm, oh yeah, we'll see a good player in there, especially versus Leeds. Watch out! I'm saying it right here. Watch out for Fred versus Leeds. Watch out. The main thing is that front three. If we can get it to click, and then Wood Workhorse for me is somebody that we call upon when we really want to play Fellaini ball. It's one of those where we tried everything in the locker, and the low block is just not unlocking. That's the team that I mean, that's when for me I'd say it would be good to call on Wood, but that front position belongs to Martial. So it's Rashford, Martial, Antony. Rashford and the double A batteries. Antony. Yeah. Dynamic front three right there. This guy's crazy. He say in Brazil you spell Fred P-E-L-E. How do you spell Fred? P-E-L-E. Anthony's position is gone. Why do you say Anthony's position is gone? Because he's not score. He's not. He's not. He wasn't as impressive as versus Reading. No, Anthony's Ten Hag's baby boy. He broke the bank for him, so he has to mold him. He has to take the time to just show us why he's choosing him over Pelistri or why over Ganacho, who can also play on the right wing too. So, I feel like he has a vision of how, and he knows with Antony right now, defensively, check. It's just a matter of figuring out the offensive output and the chemistry. And then we'll have a very, very good attacker on the right wing, I'm not against it. I really love a left foot that's coming from the right that could either go to the goals. You could either also do like how Ziyech has that ball. If you watch Ziyech, who's has anybody checked on Ziyech? Bro, do you know what happened with Ziyech? They said that he's sleeping at the PSG transfer office. Somehow somebody sent NFL papers from the Chelsea. If you don't know, Ziyech there was a transfer deal that broke down on the last minutes because the wrong papers or something like that were sent, and Ziyech was already in Paris. And now he had to wait it out over there, wait the appeal, and I think that appeal has been denied. I don't know, but he's now having to go back. That's just a strange story, He's having to go back to Chelsea and say, "Oh shit." If there's anybody that's impressed us this game, this was a Tom Heaton showcase. Today, all we saw was how good is Tom Heaton. Yeah, Chelsea did him dirty, bro. Chelsea did. Oh man, the story of Hakim Ziyech is great. The other story that's crazy, that's like that, where Caicedo with his Instagram post, Kush. Caicedo says, I have 10 siblings. They need to eat. I have a lot of siblings, so I can relate to Caicedo. He's like, my siblings cannot eat trophies. My siblings went Western Union, MoneyGram. They want, what's a medal going to do? They all want iPads, iPhones. You know what I mean? If you go all the way to a Western country, you left a lot of your family members in a developing country, they're relying on you, and them medals ain't gonna feed you. If anything, if Brighton, if he gets stuck over there, and Brighton win a trophy, he might like keep the trophy. No, keep the medal and sell the trophy. Auction the trophy, split the money, send to the siblings. You know what I mean? So anyway, if you guys don't know, Caicedo pretty much put out a very heartfelt Instagram post that was pretty much him just saying goodbye to Brighton. He loves the fans, he loves the club, and he was just very much just saying his goodbye and hoping that he would have, if his move to, was it Arsenal? His move to Arsenal will go through, but that didn't work out, unfortunately. So now he has to do the thing where he returns with a face of shame, like Ziyech. It's 6 minutes or 5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, and the score is 2-0 to Manchester United. Aggregate score of 5-0. It's pretty much done and dusted. We are going to Wembley. We're going to Wembley. We can't eat on a Brighton salary, mama. Exactly, Kush. You understand? So you can't blame him. 10 siblings. they all expected something. Everybody's saying, that's my brother on TV. Now you got a show for it. And Caicedo didn't even include the cousins. He didn't talk about them because we all know. Anyway, let's hope he still continues to perform though and comes to Manchester United now that Chelsea took Enzo Fernandez. Sapa Osong. Like this guy's name. Scholastic says, you're right. For us from Africa, when you leave Africa and go to Europe, America, and Asia, your family depends on you, man. Thank you, Scholastic. Thank you. The medals are not going to feed you. They stay on the cabinet. You can't blame Caicedo for wanting to go to greener pastures. He wants to leave the hood. Otherwise, what's the point? Why? So I hope the rest of the remainder of the season for him goes great. At the end of the season, transfer window, we have new owners, and then we snatch him. Comes to Manchester United. Jerome says, while Ganacho, a young, is trying to win us trophies, there's a big person like a wrestler called Jones being paid for nothing. Yo, don't, you know what I mean? Give Caicedo the Jones contract. He'll be happy. He'll get some other image rights as well, do some other stuff, some other sponsorship deals on the side, and the family gets to eat. Man. I'm happy that the contract talks with Ganacho's. I don't know if he has already signed, but I know that there was, last time I checked on that, there was some positive vibes from it, and it seemed like the young talent was going to stay with us. So
You know, I love it. I love it when a kid is focused and just says, "All right, it's fine. I don't need the big contracts." You know, he's a really, really, really special kid that we need to preserve at all costs.
Now, ever since, by the way, as we've been talking, I've been looking for Jaden Sancho.
All right. I'm really curious if he's going to be the answer moving forward because Ten Hag needs to, I don't know if he's gonna put Sabitzer up there already. Sabitzer feels like he's just gonna just slot into Ericsson's position and have more defensive duties than offensive. So, but what do we do when Bruno gets tired? That's the $1 million question. Because we already talked about complacency being a factor with him. By the way, if you're just joining us, it's the Football Power Hour. Last few minutes of the live chill along. Right after this, what we're gonna do is super quick review of the game, real quick. We do this thing in this show where we give the players grades. I'll also post a link right there to call in if you feel like calling in. We've welcomed some new members into the family. Welcome, guys. It's a safe space for everybody to just come in and have your say whatever you want to say about the game or about life. But the main point is we're going to try and make that stream very focused and not too long. So maybe even 20 minutes or less. so yeah, we're gonna do a quick grades. Full time whistle is on. All right. It ended 2-0 to Manchester United. And on aggregate score of 5-0. We're going to Wembley. Mama, we're going to Wembley. It's been so great to watch this. The first half was a snooze fest, but here we are celebrating 2 goals. And I just want to thank everybody that tuned in all the way from Sophia to Brush to Solo to Bobby to Cabre to Jerome to Netson to Kush to oh my God, I can't even say all of them now. Scholastic, everybody that came through. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. In a few minutes, we're gonna do a quick review of this where we do a little grading thing. So I hope to see you guys over there. And by the way, it's the Football Power Hour. Go to YouTube and type that. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you. One love. I'll see you guys in a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so.